You know who else needs to be put to work? Crappy. Crappy, I know you're over there doing your little dance. I know that you love it, okay? But I just can't take this anymore. Let's go to the game reveal. Come on, Crappy, and please ignore the Joker. He's gonna smile at you a lot, okay? He's got that bat in his eyes. Ah, so romantic. Well, while Crappy goes and makes out with the Joker, we've got other making out to do, which is, maybe less making out, more GM reveal. One of my favorite GMs, and obviously somebody who is extremely important to the community, has worked a lot with the tech, and is a big old bird. Say hello to our friend Corndan. Corndan, come on in. Let's chat about whatever crap you've got going on today. Hello there, Corndan.
You know, I tried to be nice to them.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Wait, you did?
I did. I tried to give them a nice game first.
Did you veto? Did they veto?
Yeah, they vetoed it.
Okay. Well,
and then I gave them a very not nice game.
Yeah, let's just say that you probably gave like, hey, this is Super Mario Brothers. Has anybody played that? Oh no, I guess somebody has.
No, I brought in a season appropriate game today. It was not Mario Brothers.
Ooh, a Halloween thing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if people understood, you know, what a Jason is.
I know what a Jason is.
Yeah, well, it turns out they do too, and that's the problem.
Yeah, well, what do we have today? I honestly think this horror is worse.
This is way worse, and it might as well be a horror game. So I know there are a lot of fans here of Arcade Pit, right?
Oh yeah,
and Smite, right? And one of the best worst games on there, right, is, you know, Super Junkie Ball.
Oh yeah.
So I thought, well, can we be worse than that? And it turns out you can.
Yeah.
And so you know, I was nice. I gave them Super Monkey Ball.
You sure
for
did.
the N-Gage.
Yeah, well, I hope that the players are engaged when they play this, because they've got a full hour of Monkey Ball to deal with. After
It is real bad.
Yeah,
it is real bad.
Yeah,
so you know, if you've seen
this.
Arcade Pit and you've seen someone play Super Monkey Ball Jr. and like, well, that's bad, right? And it is. Remember that is Super Junkie Ball Munier, right? The Munier part, you know, it's for little kids. This is just Super Junkie Ball.
Yeah, we don't get any Muniers here. We just get balls.
Yes. We're gonna go stick balls in holes for a while or something. I don't know.
I am so mature, Corndan.
But it is. This game is bad. This game's real bad.
Yeah, I believe it. You know, we've only had one N-Gage game before, and honestly, that was a blast. It was Crash Bandicoot Racing, or Crash Team Racing, if I recall correctly. Is this worse?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it worse per se, right? But it's definitely bad. And it has kind of some of the problems of Crash Nitro Kart.
Okay.
Right? The screen aspect ratio, and it's maybe not as bad here, but the screen aspect ratio being what it is makes it really hard to see like to the left and right of you.
Yeah.
Right on this.
Let me tell you, this is not the best screen for a game where you actually need to see around.
But you do need to see like top to bottom too, like with all that. So, you know, that actually kind of, that's what I said, it's less bad here, right?
Okay.
But the problem is the controls are trash, right? And the controls are exactly what you'd expect to be, right? The D-pad moves, right? And then there's you can press the button, right, to make it tilt even more.
A phone with a D-pad?
That's literally the whole control.
Who thought of that?
Well, that's all they've got.
Oh, okay.
Right? And, you know, when that's all you got, right? So we're going to control like a 3D space with this. It is bad. But what ends up happening is that the controls are bad and the physics are not particularly good. So when the two interact together, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Right. And so I will tell you, I've played this for more than an hour. And I didn't get it past the beginner stages because of the way this all interacts. Like, the physics do what you would expect for Super Monkey Ball, right? With bad controls and bad reaction on top of it. It is terrible.
Oh, I believe it. By the way, give me just a second. I will get rid of the gray for everybody so we can just go ahead and chill. I just want this to look as clean as we can make it for the N-Gage. Yeah, so go ahead and chill, and then we can get started. Corndan, how have you been? Anything exciting going on in life lately?
It's been crazy. Yeah, so I, now that BBG's over, I'm trying to go back to sort of having a social life-ish. And so I got a chance to play Magic the Gathering with a bunch of friends of mine.
Oh, sweet.
Yesterday. We split the cost of a booster pack, the new Duskmorn expansion, and then did our own little sealed, draw tournament, right, with the 6 of us, and I may have accidentally won my own tournament.
Oh, who would have guessed Corndan coming out winning?
I did not cheat. I did not cheat. It was luck of the draw. I just happened to have whatever I got. I wish I could cheat. I mean, I would rather guarantee it. But no.
No, honestly, I fully appreciate people who don't cheat and who still come out as winners because...
I didn't think I was going to. I thought I put together kind of a crappy deck.
Hey, you never know until it happens. Right, crappy decks are the best decks. We love crappy around here. That's life.
Chat's asking me what card pulled me through, and it was Unstoppable Slasher. That skeleton does work.
Oh, I like skeletons. Okay, I appreciate your deck because you had a skeleton.
He may even be a skeleton.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm checking with the players now to see if they are ready to roll. Personally, I am just wrapping up in my own little cocoon ball thingy. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe I'll roll around the room as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll break stuff. Okay, all of the players appear to be as ready as possible. Of course, this is a game on the N-Gage, so as ready as possible is an illusion. I need chat to spam emotes. Obviously, anything ball-shaped. What else would be appropriate? Bananas? And we do have the new Tubin Bin emote on Twitch. If you want to use that, thank you again, Hedge Maze. Let's do the countdown. Spam your emotes, everybody. Yeah, look at all those orbs. We got good orbs. Pac-Man, he's an orb. The planet Earth is an orb. Wario's kind of an orb.
Orbs are orbs.
Orbs are orbs.
So what we've told them, they can be any monkey they want, and they just have to progress through all of the levels. If they make it through all the beginner levels and they game over, they can start on the intermediate, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, here we go. It looks like Nakarashi already through level 1 because level 1 is too easy.
Level 1 is super easy.
It looks like Stream Hatman resetting for some reason. I don't know. Maybe Hatman chose the wrong monkey. You gotta have the correct monkey, okay? If you don't, then I'd be sad. I don't want an annoying monkey.
Mind Easy did just find the same thing I did. There's a warp to level 5. Warps are fine because I guarantee that you're going to fail on floor 6.
Yeah, and I imagine that this game is gonna get to the point where there's a big wall and it's gonna be very difficult for players to progress.
So you basically have to, like, floor 6 kind of caught me for a little while because you have to regulate your speed so much. Otherwise, like, you get so close to falling through on all of this.
Yep. It appears that Nakarashi also got the warp, and warps are going to be fine for the
I
players.
didn't tell him no.
Yep. Oh, this is a nightmare. Honestly, getting through the first stages pretty quickly so that you can move on to the intermediate levels would probably be the best. It looks like Stream Hatman has gotten a game over, going to be continuing. And I think Hatman sees the warp. Just walk backwards. Yeah. I mean, as much as you can on the N-Gage. Okay.
Also, right, we're still on the beginner levels. These are the easy ones.
Ready? Go. Ready?
Oh,
Right, they do have continues.
okay.
Right, so I'm letting them continue. I mean, personally, I don't really care. I will be happy if somebody beats this.
Yeah, how many levels total are there?
There are 10 beginner, 15 intermediate, and 20 expert.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Fallout. Whoa! That's how monkeys talk. Well, not the Fallout part. More the screaming part, you know. Also, Novasol is saying they are not beating this. Okay, Novasol, known monkey expert.
But if they could, right, like...
Select your monkey. I know which monkey, not the baby. Anybody but the baby. I'm sorry, baby... Actually, in monkey terms, baby is kind of fine. I'm just prejudiced because, like, I don't want to play a baby monkey. I hated Donkey Kong Country 3. I won't play it.
I like that baby from Donkey Kong Country 3.
I don't like him. He's a baby.
Well,
I know. Maybe I should just deal with it. I should get over my prejudices.
see, if they were smart, everybody here is kind of like not continuing. I would continue if I were them. Right, at least to make sure you got to like the next set of levels, then, you know, game over and get all your continues back. That's fine.
Oh no, Spring God! Falling! Who could have guessed falling in a monkey ball game? Oh.
I know, right?
Yeah. Luckily, this match is actually pretty easy to track because, you know, you get to see very clearly what floor the players are on. Floor 6, as you said, being one of the big walls here.
I mean, it's not a huge wall. You just have to be super careful with it. And if you're not like straight on with it, right, you're gonna fall.
You know, I was going to talk, you know, it's very easy for us as viewers to see how far the players have made it, but we do have referees tracking to make sure everything is fair and that we know for sure who takes the victory here. And our referees for this match are Super Linkuraball. We've got N-Gage. Oh my gosh. Oh, I like that. That's good. Okay. Rolling off stage Dragus. Jerry Urus making monkeys make touch tone sounds. We've got Clades almost forgot to change his spreadsheet entry. Oh, you barely got it in there, Clades. Oh, Redford, Secret Simeon Orb Lord. Ooh, I like that. Thank you so much, all of you referees, for tracking this and helping us know who is the best monkey of them all. So what are the stakes for this match, Corndan? We're eliminating a lot of people these days.
Yeah, it's a 19 and 20 match.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So 3 people getting eliminated because of Super Monkey Ball on the N-Gage. And one person either going to tiebreakers, if we have tiebreakers, or making it into the bracket if they have 30 points at the end. Yeah, it's a very important match.
Yep.
But I kind of like this game for that reason, because this is very much going to be a skill and patience-based game, while also having a timer at the top that looks like a bomb. I just love it. It's like, you have to go slow, but no, you got a bomb. And then the game tells you, hurry up.
Yep. Oh, yeah. The game is not nice.
How dare you, game? Well, Mendezi managed to make it, I believe, to credits, huh? Is that the end of the beginner levels?
That's the end of beginner.
Yes! Do they have to go through all of the credits here?
Yep.
Ha!
No.
Well, good. I'm glad that we get credits. That way you can see everybody who worked on it. Honestly, this is pretty smooth for a phone game. The most difficult thing is that you can't really look around the level while playing, and like I feel like this might be significantly better than Super Junkie Ball. It's not the best version of Monkey Ball out there by far.
No, it's terrible. It is terrible.
This has a frame rate. Mind you, that might be the emulator that gave us a frame rate, but it's got a frame rate. And what else? Like, are the controls responsive? Like, what other bad things do we have with this? Okay.
Like, it does what you expect it to do. The physics just don't always respond.
By the way, Grey Goo Girl, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in to Super Monkey Ball for the N-Gage. Yeah, Super Monkey Ball on a phone? You better believe it, baby. Yeah, somebody in chat is saying that the buttons on the N-Gage would make this a nightmare to play. And I think I would kind of agree with that. Like, the fact that we have it emulated means that the players don't have to deal with whatever nightmare the N-Gage is. But at the same time, you know, just getting different ports of games that we know. I never played, like, the original Monkey Ball. I've never played Monkey Ball games. And I need to. So I get to experience it, you know, by somebody else playing. I live via the players in Kusogrand8, okay? For better or for worse. And there we go, Mendezi through another level. Mendezi making a lot of progress in the intermediate levels. Sprint God is also there. Nakarashi currently on level stage 5, I believe. Is there another warp here? Warp to floor 10. Very nice.
Yeah, we might be done with this early because, like, I could not play it forever, right? Like, other stuff could not play it forever. These guys are going through it pretty okay.
Oh, yeah. Nakarashi and Mendezi right next to each other. Just so you know, everybody watching, when the match starts, we do not change the rules that were given. They were allowed warps. Because of that, we are not changing that. In general, if we do not say the passwords are not allowed or the continues are not allowed, they can use whatever they have. That is the general principle in Kusogrand8. With that said, they still have to play some of these tricky levels. Level 11 looks like it's a big slope. Oh, no, Mendezi, no! And Nakarashi also into the pit.
I feel this is clearly the case of I have underestimated the power of these players.
No, these are the intermediate levels. We still haven't gotten to hard.
Yeah, and there are 20 of those.
Ready, go. You can do it, Mendezi. It asked if you were ready, and you said yes. So you better do it. Okay, just to let everybody know what's going on, Mendezi, Nakarashi, and Spring God are all on intermediate. Stream Hapman is still on beginner, but only a little while until, well, I guess Stream Hapman went back to the beginning. Bonus floor, you can just fall off. You don't need to do the bonus. Whee! Currently, Mendezi is in the lead. Floor 13 on the intermediate stages. Nakarashi on floor 12. Spring God on floor 3. Yeah, they're all making good progress, but look at the way that Mendezi is moving around those slopes. That is very good.
This is hard.
Yeah, honestly, you know, thinking about who I would have, we usually have predictions for who is going to win a match, and in general, when I see Spring God in a match, I put my points on Spring God because it's very like Spring God is extremely good, but we've also seen him playing a lot of like 2D. Platformers, a lot more 2D stuff. I don't know how Spring God deals in the third dimension. He's doing okay though. Like, and I don't think that it's really going to be decided until we get towards the end of the expert stages. Mendezi though hopping into expert. Yeah, and Mendezi definitely saw that there was a warp there, and
well,
she wants that.
2 exhausts. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, the big question is it going to be worth going for the harder to get exit? It's a very, very thin platform here. Mendezi, though, navigating. What the crap? How? And there we go to floor 5. Yeah, how do you like, sure, Mendezi didn't see it right away, but then she kicked butt. Second attempt on that level, got through it. This is really vibing with her.
I mean, honest truth, right? Some people just vibe real well with some games. Some people do not. What I expect is what's going through with Stream Hatman, because that was my experience with it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I love about Kusogrand8. You know, there are so many different skill sets in video games, and this tests all of them. You know, you don't... you have to be a very good generalist, you know, have a wide experience with many, many different systems, many different platforms, many different genres of video games. Monkey ball rolling games, you don't know when that's going to show up, but it can show up at any point. And if you're an expert at them, then heck yeah, you may be able to get a victory in Kusogrand8 that you didn't see coming. There we go, Mendezi getting through a section that requires some tricky rolling, but honestly didn't really require it. As long as you held forward, you could get through that level. Thank you so much, Expert Levels, for making a level that is hold forward.
Yeah,
I'm a little disappointed in this level set. I gotta be honest, N-Gage. Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't feel very expert to me.
There we go. Fall just like we wanted. Spring God. Look at those monkey bounces. Unfortunately, bouncing into the void does not count. Unless it's Nakarashi on the bonus level, then it does count. Okay, Nakarashi, don't slip and slide. You just gotta get to the exit. There you go. The little bit of patience goes a long way. Spring God is almost through the intermediate levels as well. Stream Hatman is getting close to finishing the beginner levels. I believe this is the last level. Yep, final floor for beginner. Stream Hatman is making up some significant ground now. Good, good, good. Oh, Mendezi! Oh, barely, but you made it! So what even is the lore for this game? Also, what happened to Spring God? Okay, that's the end of.
That's the end credits, yeah.
Okay, that's the end of intermediate. Moving on to expert. Oh, geez. Mendezi, where are you supposed to go? Okay, over there. To the N-Gate. That's right. The N-Gate on the N-Gage! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, where are you going, Mendezi? What's the goal? I see big ramps all over the place, but I don't know which way is the correct way, and unfortunately this camera is not the kindest. There's only one gate. It's on the other end. Just gotta get rolling. Yeah, there you go. Is that enough speed? Oh, not quite! Oh, Mendezi, this is gonna be a death. Time over. Ugh. Yeah, who would have guessed a monkey ball game where you got to get momentum? Who would have expected that?
I mean, I love it.
I mean, I thought that monkey ball games did that quite a bit. It's just we're finally experiencing it on one of the expert stages. Oh my gosh, so close, Mendezi, so close.
She's not gonna get it.
You're gonna blow up. Or I guess not blow up. Yeah, Chad is starting to complain about this music. You don't like the 5-second music loop? Come on. It's great. Like,
that's all you can ask out of the N-Gage.
I mean, you could probably ask more.
I mean, you should ask more, but...
Oh no! Into the pit! That is a game over for Mendezi. And how far back does it set you when you use a continue? Okay, same level. Mendezi might be able to get a completion pretty soon, and if so, sweet. You know, sometimes in Kusogrand8 we do have matches that go a lot faster. It's not super common these days, but it used to be. Oh,
I expected where Stream Hatman is where I expected everyone to be, because that's where I would be. Hey, I was not Laser Dolphin. That was Brosensha, and we've already lasted longer than Laser Dolphin.
And that's not even the shortest game that we've had on Kusogrand8. Come on.
No, I've definitely had the shortest game with that one Game Gear X-Men game that lasted like 9 minutes.
No, that's also not the shortest. In Kuso 1, I believe it was Wonder Rabbit that ended up being the shortest game. And I think it was 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, welcome to, if you're just having to give out a billion bootleg games, occasionally some of the games go a lot faster, especially when you don't know how to hold a tournament quite yet. I would say that in, like, the modern era of I'm not choosing literally everything, yeah, you've given out the shortest game, Corn Dan. Goal! Good job, Mendezi. Everyone is really getting pretty good at this game. Yeah. Oh no! Oh.
To be fair, what Mendezi did is what I would have done.
Oh yeah, I would have tried to hurry through the level. Like, but waiting on this platform is definitely the way to go. Wait until you've got a pathway, and then hopefully you go at the right time. But Mendezi unfortunately bonked the edge of the platform before starting.
Roll up the platform as you're running along it.
Yep. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it, Mendezi. On to floor 19. Game over. Okay. Please keep doing this.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, this is giving me more hope. Yes. What are you even supposed to do?
You gotta like angle it so you don't get hit by the bumpers.
Oh, like that.
Like that.
Ah, no. Final floor. Be the worst. Okay. I was gonna say, I've seen this level before in Monkey Ball. We'll have to see, is Mendezi gonna be able to complete the final floor? Will we get a full game over? These are the questions that I'm waiting for. Well, I might just take one life to sit back and watch.
This one is really tough because the camera controls are awful.
Yeah, this camera is so bad. Okay, Mendezi just chilling and watching for a second to see what happens. But with that camera, I honestly am not sure. Okay. No, I've got the path laid out. Okay. It's a very easy to understand path. As long as you don't start going early, to the right, and then up, and then to the right, and then up, and you are done. That may be... Let's see if there are any bonus levels after, because if there are...
There are bonus things she can do, but that is not what's being asked.
What if it unlocks master levels?
Well, yeah, I mean, we need to go check that.
Okay, let's see what happens after the credits. Do we get an unlock? Or is this just a port that had literally 45 levels?
Not even 45 levels, 35 levels. No, 45 levels, yeah.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 banana. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, I could go for a good banana. Most days I could go for a good banana.
So people are asking, and I'm gonna go check. Right. How many points did Mind Easy have? 20 points. So that is essentially going to be enough, right? We're not likely to have a tiebreaker at 30. It's possible.
Okay, I don't see.
I don't think there is.
Huh.
I suppose that's it.
Well, everybody, I think that is technically GG.
It's technically.
Oh, and
Yup.
Mendezi quit out of the credits of previous difficulties without saving, so that might be why they didn't unlock, but they
I don't
weren't
think that
told to
matters.
save anyways. Yep. If you're not told how to access later content, then we're gonna call that
The only thing you
clear.
can do with those points is unlock is unlock the mini games. I do have the manual, and check for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Mendez to come and chat with us. Hello there, Mendez. You managed to plow through the first 3 difficulties super quickly. We do have a theory that master levels unlock, but we're
not that I can tell.
not even from the manual. Okay.
Manual does not say.
There do appear to be like play points that you get. Like I've not even unlocked the mini games, and I've beaten the whole game, right?
What?
So
You haven't even
maybe
unlocked the
it's
mini games?
Yeah. Apparently there's 3 mini games, and you need like enough play points, and I'm like halfway there.
You know what? We're
Yeah,
gonna go ahead and call it. We're gonna say that's the end because I think everybody else is like, we don't want to play Monkey Ball anymore. So that's time, everybody. That is time. We are done with Monkey Balls.
I'm sorry for ruining the match.
I mean, that's fine. Like, it was one of those, like, I played it and the controls are just awful, right?
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't respond very well. I'm like, so I will say, Hatman, if you're tuning in on this, you are exactly where I would have been. Right, like I expected it to take a while for a beginner, take a while, and then like halfway through the match, you'd get to expert, and that didn't happen. Way to ruin it all.
I'm sorry. I've just been asked if I've monkey balled on other platforms before. I'm not really a fan of Super Monkey Ball games. I've tried a few, but I've never like beaten them before. I don't consider myself good at them. So, but I do know a lot of Super Monkey Ball speedrunners, so like maybe I've just kind of absorbed it through osmosis. I don't know.
Just one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few levels where I managed to like basically skip half the level just by having a look at the layout beforehand. So I was like investing a bit of time into like looking at the model as it was spinning, like rather than just skipping it straight to the level. I don't know if that helped me out a bit, but yeah.
By the way,
Yay!
I told all the players that they are free. Nakarashi cut stream, and Sprint God said, "I'll do what I want," and is still playing. Oh, I love it. Welcome to Kusogrand8, everybody. Yeah, Mendez. I have not played any Monkey Ball game. I think maybe I've played a tiny bit of one of them, but if I did, it was probably Super Junkie Ball Munier. You know, the best of the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to stay on brand.
Sure.
I mean, you should play this just because, right? Like, the N-Gage controls are awful, and the view for it is awful, and like all of that, and so it's worth playing. I recommend everybody do it. There's a fairly good N-Gage emulator out there. We've used it twice now.
Yeah, and like Crash Nitro Kart Racing, I think was really, really pretty bad. This, for a phone game, seemed almost okay, except for the camera, is what I'd say.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was honestly, I didn't find it like super unresponsive or anything. It's just, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to explain how the controls are bad, but they don't feel like particularly nice.
Wait, it's not good, right? It's not. I wouldn't. I would say it's responsive, but that responsiveness isn't good, right? Yes, it responds, but the problem is the physics of the game don't respond as fast as the controls respond, so it still feels clunky and weird, even though like you press up and it tilts like it should right away.
Yeah. Overall, I'd say that like if I were a Monkey Ball fan, I probably wouldn't care to play this. But if I were just a casual person picking up a game for a phone, this is probably fairly approachable for people. Like, yeah.
It's approachable in that I could give this to my son and he would be able to play it, right? You know, like it's not hard to get around. It's not hard to do any of that. So yes, in that sense, you're right. It's absolutely approachable. It's also miserable. And especially when I can like turn around and turn on my GameCube and play Super Monkey Ball and it's a way better experience. Right? Even Super Monkey Ball Jr. on the Game Boy Advance is a better experience. And that has more levels and I'm more likely to have a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. I didn't have a Game Boy Advance. I didn't have an N-Gage either. So that the point is moot there.
the point is out of the two, there's one of you wanted over the other for sure though.
Yeah, N-Gage, baby. N-Gage, it's the coolest phone. It's got buttons and stuff.
And it's a taco.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance, I would take that easily. Now, Mendezi, it looks like you have scored enough points to get up to 30 points, meaning that you are in the bracket. Moving into Kusogrand8, as far as I'm aware, so congratulations! You've done it!
Oh, thank you. I did not believe that I would, given that the last two rounds I've had to get wins on both of them, so, yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
I'm sad to not be able to referee anymore until I get knocked out, but
yep, too bad.
I'm glad to be experiencing the bad games with y'all.
Yeah, I genuinely really appreciate the referees. They have helped a lot, and it's been really cool to see that you've jumped in and given out your help. Everybody else who has helped, like the silliness on the ref page, as well as like the ability for me to see very clearly how far players have made. It's absolutely changed things this year for me, and I'm very thankful that you and everybody else in the ref team have helped. But yeah, as soon as the group stage is over, you get to take a break from refereeing until you are out of the tournament, which maybe sooner than later. You know, welcome to Kusogrand8. That's how it goes. At least for me, anyway.
Look at Bro telling you should look at Bro telling you should lose so you can come back to being a ref.
Exactly. I mean, there'll be plenty of time to ref in the future. Like, well, I'm going to try and keep my winning streak going while it lasts. Or my lucky streak, it more like.
Well, you know what? Whether it's luck or skill, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you got the victory. And that's what I'm happy about. And all of the other players did a fantastic job. Like, if you didn't take the victory, I think somebody else might have in the next couple minutes. It was really getting there. Stream Hatman was a little bit behind everybody else, but even then, I think that they would have finished the game before the hour mark as well. Everybody did fantastic.
The answer is we bring this back, no warps, no continues. And then it had gone the full hour.
Honestly, the continues were really generous. There were like 5? I was like expecting 2, and then when I realized I still had more, I was like, oh, I might actually beat this.
Yeah, there were a lot of continues.
Because I think if it was only like 2 continues, you'd have been caught up on like level 17 and level 19.
Yeah.
Right? The 2 that you were having trouble with for a while.
Yeah,
for sure. Because you only get like a few attempts when you get there.
We also believe that we know how to get to the master levels, and that requires grinding in order to get some of the monkey points, which, you can deal without that today.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit around waiting for you to get monkey points. You're already a monkey. Okay, that's enough. Mendezi, are you doing streams over at your own channel these days? What's going on? What should people know about you? And if not, anything you want to shout out outside of that?
I am. My streams are mostly bad ideas at the moment. So yesterday I did 12 hours of blindfolded Tomb Raider with people guiding me, and that was an absolute train wreck. But most of the time I just do retro achievement stuff and puzzles every Sunday, and just have a nice chill time. So yeah.
Ooh, puzzles? What kind of puzzles?
Mostly like puzzle hunts. So like you get like a set of puzzles, and you have to just you basically get a PDF with just like some stuff in, and you have to figure out what the puzzle is a lot of the time. It's interesting stuff.
Interesting. Okay, that's fascinating. I'm gonna have to check that out sometime. This seems like a new concept to me, and that's exciting. People are doing so much cool stuff, everybody. It's awesome. Pay attention to, seriously, part of the reason I hold Kusogrand8 is to try to help people in the community grow connections, make friends, get new followers. So please follow, chat with the various players from today. They would love that, and it always makes me happy when I see a new follower show up. It makes everybody happy. Well, thank you so much, Mendez. We'll go ahead and let you go.
All right. Thank you to all the organizers and refs, and speak to you soon.
Yeah, and thank you for the game, Corn Dan. Brief, but I enjoyed it.
Yep. I'll sit around and talk here to fill time.
Yeah, sounds good. I do know that they're doing a little setup for the next match. So, BBG. That was a fantastic time. Pretty much the entire time that I was awake, I watched the marathon. What were your favorite runs that you saw?
So, I will say, I still haven't seen them all. I still need to go back and watch, the overnight stuff.
Yes.
Right? But my absolute favorite out of all the ones I saw was Tin and Steelian's old games.
Yes. Absolutely a must-watch.
Right. So if you guys haven't seen this, please go watch it. The dev from Salamander County Public Television brought in all of his games from when he was 9 up through Taco Tom, right, and kind of showed off everything. And I loved it, right? I love when devs show up to BBG to talk about how all of their old games were kind of crap and all of this, right? Nobody comes out of the block and blasts a blockbuster everything on their first try by themselves, 10 out of 10 no notes, right? There's some buildup that gets there, right, with the guys from Gordo 106 who went on to make Diablo, right? They did Gordo 106 and it was their first game because they were a clip art company, right? And Tin and Steelian brought all of these things, right, from old click and play adventures to other stuff to, sort of questionable games, and owned every minute of it. And it was amazing. And it was fun to watch, and, kind of proof you don't get there by being great immediately.
Oh, yeah. So many of the early games, I was like, I can make that. I can make that in 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. I actually kind of know how to make stuff. Oh, yeah, that was a genuine joy to watch. One thing that I really enjoyed quite a bit, this might be a little bit surprising, Henry the Hamster Handler VR. Ritz Blues.
That game was a train wreck.
It was such a bad game. That was a showcase, mind you. That was basically showing off what the game is like. It's impossible.
So what I absolutely love about that game, right, is that it was a mobile game before that, right? That they decided for whatever reason, I don't even know, right, like that somehow it was a good idea to just port that to VR.
Yeah.
And you only have one hand that it works on, right? Like it was a terrible idea.
Yeah. Let's just say it's way too difficult in VR. Like, and it doesn't really seem like they really did much checking to make sure it was doable. How fast you have to move in order to get through some of the levels. Like, genuinely, Ritz Blues got through some levels that I thought there was no way. And it was still an impressive showcase of skill while showing that this game is ludicrously difficult and not made for humans. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. The game is essentially Lemmings in VR, except everything is way too fast. You can't pause, and it's a nightmare for you. Other things that I really enjoyed, I'm looking at the Home Alone 2 block was great. The fact that we had a whole block for Home Alone 2, I really enjoyed that.
Gertrude, also a Monopoly as the penultimate run here was amazing.
Yeah, I believe that I was helping with some stuff during that, so I had to turn the sound off every once in a while, and when I turned it on, he sounded more evil every single time.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, we're gonna destroy you, Gertrude. We're gonna take all your money.
I mean, that is super important.
Yeah. What else am I looking at here? Daedalus Encounter. If you all want a comfy game to watch that has about 10 minutes of gameplay, but is an hour and 40 minutes long. Well, about. Like, that was really fun to sit back and watch. Sharif is always fantastic. You know, speaking of, we have a lot of people from within the community who submitted, but we had some people who were from the Japanese community and from other groups. Let's just say that Crazy Bus, you've got to watch the run for Crazy Bus. Why? Just watch it, okay? And laugh with us. Cotton. I'm glad that we included a second run from Cotton because Crazy Bus isn't exactly the highest skill game out there, but you should watch it. Yeah. Grey's Anatomy. Oh, no, that's Sharif. Waterworld was great. NPC, great. Yeah, I love you too, okay? Aramath did...
Crazy Bus, honestly, I'm sitting here watching it now while we're waiting, right? And it's probably another one of those, like, the best meme runs of the whole thing. I'm glad we took it because it's completely dumb.
Yeah, it's very, very dumb. You know, the intro run King's Quest V was pretty great. I spent a lot of time watching the Japanese chat, and David TKI is great at showing why games are bad and, like, making fun of them. And chat's like, oh, this is like Monkey Island over in the Japanese chat. And every once in a while, I had to tell them, like, a bug that happened. And they're like, oh, that's pretty funny. You know, so they slowly started to understand why the game was flawed and what the issues were with it. It was a lot of fun. Like, the Japanese restream, I love them. I am so glad that they, like, came out and supported the marathon and that we were able to bring in some of the runners from them this year. Yeah, chat, do you have any other runs that you love during BBG? Because obviously I've got my favorite. I love everything here. Like, that's... I was telling somebody earlier today that, like, when doing game submission reviews, BBG, it's not even, like, a painful thing to do because it's like, what is this game I have never heard of? I know it's going to be bad. I want to see what kind of train wreck it is. Like, every game submission review is fantastic unless it's The Silent Man. But that's a story for another day, everybody. The number of times we have watched The Silent Man. Let me tell you.
Unfortunately. Yeah, Deadly Premonition was great. The other one I really liked was Continuo Neko, right? Because, you have to take your safety poop.
Okay, I was setting up for Spider Fox, so I couldn't actually see most of that run.
That run is weird. Like, the game is weird. It's totally worth it just to watch for the safety poop.
Okay, I need to go back and watch that, I suppose. Yeah, by the way, for those who are wondering, I did shout out The Silent Man as a game that we have reviewed many times. If you can make a freaking interesting run out of that, if you can do something that's short and that is reasonable, we might be able to consider it. But right now, the run is way too long. Please, find a way to make it short. I would love to have it. Oh, speaking of, like, Bad Way. Bad Way is one of the runs that I
was good.
Really enjoyed. Streetback Guy and Garlips did that. It was a race between the two, and the glitches that are in that are amazing, but apparently the dev is super supportive of the speedrunning community and, shows up when people stream that. I love it. Yeah, Bad Way was a fantastic run to watch. Any other suggestions? Someone is saying Running Man and BBG. I believe that was at a point, about 6 a.m. for me, so I didn't see that. But Mecha Link ran that, so I need to go back and watch that. I think this is going to be the week that I go and watch everything. So y'all know, they're up on YouTube. You can go and check them out. Do we have a link for the BBG YouTube? I'll go get one.
Up on YouTube. Yeah, it should be youtube.com/BigRedGameathon.
Yeah,
they're not up on YouTube yet. They're just up on Twitch.
Okay, they're on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BigBadGameathons. Yeah, Midnight Mutants was a fantastic run. I love Midnight Mutants. Flannel Cat. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was silly, and I liked it.
Yeah, it looks like we are ready, by the way, for the next match here on Kusogrand8. So everybody, twitch.tv/BigBadGameathon if you want to go watch the VODs. Otherwise, Cornden, I can go ahead and let you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, have a good time. Relax,
I will.
And thank you for your mandatory Kuso service.
Sounds good.
All right, take care, friend.